Previously, I was like any designer who was very enthusiastic about, will any star wear my clothes, who's wearing my garments on red carpets, and those things mattered to me. But when I came to know how people are being treated in the industry, we belong to a country, we belong to a culture where we have a dedicated God for arts. So we have kept arts here, not even here. And the artists, the weavers, the artisans who are doing this job and keeping this tradition alive, this heritage alive for these many generations, they have to be. I absolutely want to change the perspective of the world to look at India as a country of. I would say that, when somebody claims or some brand claims that they are 100% sustainable, I wouldn't agree to that because.
What are your thoughts about Prada and the Kolhapuri Chappal controversy?
Hey, give us credits, man. We had to hunt for somebody who's still doing it in the olden ways, and I approached somebody who was dyeing there and asked him, like, can you do it with organic dyes? You know what he said? If somebody is judging you in your circle with what you wear, do you really need them in your circle? I don't hire influencers. If some influencer is willing to wear my garments, I'm more than happy. But I don't go and tell them and pay them to make them wear my clothes, because I would happily give that money to my people. Are like what happened in Rana Plaza. A 5-story building just collapsed. You think it collapsed just one day? No. The building was damaged for quite some time. The person who was the owner didn't want to repair it. He still wanted to continue running the business. And suddenly one day.
Picture this, a small town girl from Tamil Nadu standing on the runway at London Fashion Week. But she is not alone. Walking beside her are the weavers, the artisans, the hands that created every thread of the collection. And for the first time in fashion history, an ancient Tamil folk art explodes onto the global stage with live performers, dramatic storytelling, and a message the fashion world desperately needs to hear. Today's guest is Vino Supraja, a woman with a very multifaceted and fascinating journey that went from architecture to television to fashion, only to have one conversation completely shatter everything she thought she knew about the fashion industry she had just entered. What she discovered changed not just her career, but her entire life's purpose. She has won international awards in textile design and runway showcases at Shanghai, Brooklyn, New York, and London Fashion Weeks. Her passion lies in redefining the narrative of fashion. Now based in Dubai, she's built a fashion brand that works directly with heritage weavers in small villages of Tamil Nadu, not as charity but as partnership. She's been honored at the British Parliament. She's taken on greenwashing. She is the author of the book What is Sustainable Fashion, with a foreword by UNESCO artist for peace Bibi Russell. She's put cultural preservation on the same runway as high fashion. But here's what makes her story different. She refuses to showcase struggle. She refuses to ask for pity. Instead, she's fighting for something much more powerful: dignity for the people who make your clothes. Hi Vino. I actually feel like I already know you from social media, and I'm so glad you made it here, and I'm very looking forward to the conversation. So to begin with, let's start from the beginning. Your journey as an architect, then in media, and then fashion design. It's quite interesting. So if you could just briefly take us through your journey.
Thank you so much, Pallavi. Even I feel very happy to meet you because we have been connected on social media for a long time, and finally we made it here in the studio. I belong to a small town called Vandavasi. It's 40 kilometers from Kanjivaram. That's where I was born and raised. I finished my high school from a government school, government boys higher secondary school.
Okay.
Which had a co-ed section, which was taught.
That's what I was wondering, boys' school.
Yeah. Which was taught in English. So I came to Chennai, the city, to study architecture.
Okay.
I finished architecture and then I did animation. And then I got married to my classmate. and then I had a child, and I was a homemaker.
Okay.
So when my child was around 1 year and 3 months, one of my friends from my animation class, he had joined radio as a producer, a new radio station that was coming up.
Okay.
So he was casually telling me on a phone call that they are looking for RJs and some auditions are going on.
Right.
So I just like that for fun, I asked him, so you won't audition me? And he said, like, why not come today? So my mom was there in Chennai on that day. She came to visit me. So I gave my son to her and said, take care of him. And I went and gave the auditions. And then my radio journey started from there.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Thank you. And so I was working for radio, from where doors opened to join television. And I was live show host in Jaya TV. It was a 5-year long career. And at that point, when my son was just finished his first grade, and I was 32, I was moved to China.
Okay.
For my husband's job.
Right.
So when I moved to China, it really bothered me to become a full-time homemaker there, because I was super busy back home.
Okay.
Radio
With the
shows
and
television shows, and giving a lot of voiceovers. And I had just started a little production house with my friends. So I was really busy, and suddenly, you know how women feel, right?
Yes.
You feel unworthy.
Purposeless.
Yeah, you feel unworthy. My child was going to school in the morning. He's coming back only in the evening. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And that too, you are in a country where you cannot speak your language. You don't get your food. You don't get to watch movies. I was someone who was reviewing movies week after week.
Wow.
And you are put in a place where, there was nothing familiar. So at that point, I was looking for, something to study. So there were, obviously my choice was to study something related to television production, radio production, script writing, anything, cinematography, anything that comes up, I thought I'll grab.
Yeah.
But then all the websites were in Chinese, so I couldn't really find out who is teaching what or what is the name of the university also. So at that point, there were 2 websites that were available in English. One was a business school and one was a fashion school.
Okay.
And that's exactly how I entered a fashion school at the age of 32.
Wonderful.
Mother of a 7-year-old. And I did my bachelor's in fashion design and technology.
So how many years course was it?
It was a proper 3-year bachelor degree.
Wow.
Very rigorous, very demanding. But I would say that was one of the best experiences I had. That is because, when you learn things when you are young, right? There is a lot of other distractions that you have.
Yes.
When I was studying architecture, all my focus was to have fun. Stay in the hostel, hang out with friends. I had fun. I had a boyfriend and,
Yeah.
But after some work experience, when you again start to learn something, you know what is expected out of you.
Yeah.
So you actually go to school to learn.
And I think you enjoy learning more, right? Even I have experienced that. Like, I like learning new stuff now more than in college. I actually enjoy it more.
Exactly. Because you know why you are learning.
Yes.
There's a purpose
to it. Yeah. True.
So that's how I entered fashion.
Wonderful. So why sustainable fashion? How did that happen?
So once I finished my graduation, this was in 2014.
Right.
My graduation collection walked the ramp on Shanghai Fashion Week because it won 2 international awards.
Wow.
I was
right in the beginning.
So right in the beginning, the first runway was a Fashion Week runway.
Awesome.
Thankful to God. But after that, I had to move to the US because of my husband's job shift. So I was in Detroit. I was not a sustainable fashion designer back then as well.
Right.
I was a regular designer struggling to, find out what to do in this city called Detroit, which was just reviving back from recession.
Okay.
So I was just trying to find my path, and then I started a home studio, started showcasing in the runways that were happening there. And when it picked up, I was a bespoke designer. I had a home studio, one-on-one clients coming to me, making clothes for them. I had showcased in Brooklyn Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week.
Oh, wow.
All that happened when I was in the US. Then I moved to Dubai.
Okay.
So Dubai was a very different market to figure out things.
So when did you move to Dubai?
So Dubai season 1 was in 2017.
Okay.
This is my season 2.
Acha.
So when I moved here, I was little, clueless about what to do because it's a luxury market and
Yeah.
all you have around you are like giants, right?
Absolutely.
And carving your own niche and approaching people and everything was tough to me. So whenever there is a tough situation in life, I have already had this experience of going to school and learning something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was already hence proven checkbox in my life. So I went to school here, Smart
Okay.
Dubai, and I did a certification course in fashion marketing. It was a 9-month course.
Okay.
During one of the class,
9 months is a long duration.
yeah, it was. It
Wow.
was.
Okay.
So during one of the classes, my professor, Mr. John Michel,
Okay.
he had screened this documentary called The True Cost from Netflix,
Yeah.
which threw some light on the dark side of fashion to me. I thought, me being in the industry for the past 5 years, that was like 5 years down the line after I graduated.
Right.
I don't know that such things were happening in the industry.
Yeah.
Forget laymen who are the end consumers.
Exactly.
I was a designer, right? I mean, I'm supposed to know all these things.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I felt very, very gutted seeing this because my father, he was a doctor in Bandavasi who served villagers.
Oh, wow.
His life was all about community service and, interacting with grassroots people. He was also still continuing doing agriculture. He used to go to his fields in the morning, early in the morning, come back to his clinic.
Wow.
That used to be his life. And I was like, what are you doing being his daughter? What kind of profession are you in? Are you doing any good to people, nature? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
It all felt very superficial to me suddenly because
Yeah.
previously I was like any designer who was very enthusiastic about, will any star wear my clothes, who's wearing my
Yeah.
garments on red carpets, and those things mattered to me.
Correct.
But when I came to know how people are being treated in the industry, everything suddenly felt very superficial. What am I running behind and what am I trying to do? So that is when in 2019, I consciously made this decision to become a sustainable fashion designer. I knew that the path is going to be tough. I knew it's going to be a lot of talking, not to sell,
Yeah.
but to spread awareness. But I made this choice, with all my consciousness, and I'm enjoying this journey.
Wonderful. That's so lovely. I mean, I think True Cost has been a pivotal moment in many of the, fashion designers and fashion clothing company owners,
Yes.
especially small business owners. For me too, actually, when I saw True Cost, I was same. I was so shocked to know what all happens behind, our clothes and. So yeah, and recently you showcased your new collection in the London Fashion Week, and the most unique part was that the weavers and artisans, they too accompanied you to the show, and the weaver also walked the stage with you. Also in your previous collection, I think there was a complete Tamil art, folk dance and performance on the stage, which again I think was the first time in the history of London Fashion Week. So from my research, I understand that you don't want to focus on the struggles of these weavers and artisans, but rather what are fighting to bring them dignity. So why this approach, and how do you think that people can connect, consumers can connect to the people who make their clothes?
Okay, so to answer this question, I first want to put a perspective that, we belong to a country, we belong to a culture where we have a dedicated God for arts. Right?
Yes, yeah.
So we have kept arts here, not even here, right?
True.
And the artists, the weavers, the artisans who are doing this job and keeping this tradition alive, this heritage alive for these many generations, they have to be placed.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I absolutely want to change the perspective of the world to look at India as a country of cheap labor.
Yes.
These are not cheap labor, these are our artists,
Absolutely.
master craftsmen. Right? We have all the pride about it.
Yes.
We can speak so much about the arts and crafts and history and heritage in every region of our country.
Yeah, and so diverse forms of arts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But whenever some other brand from the rest of the world is coming to India to find out, some craft and to make use of it for their brand,
Yeah.
it is always restricted to certain pockets. There are so many hidden gems like Bhavani Jamakkalam that we showcase now.
Yeah.
Right? But brands coming from the rest of the world go to certain pockets for certain kind of crafts.
Okay.
They go to Mumbai for embroidery. There are some embroidery units. There are very few things that they explore.
Yeah.
What I thought was, there are these hidden gems, and I am getting this global limelight platform by some divine blessing.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think you were meant to do this work.
I don't know, yeah.
So that path has been carved for you.
I really want to think like that. But the thing is, it's not me who is doing this. It's not like I am doing this. It's not mine at all. I'm just being used as a tool for this purpose. And I really want to present whatever arts and crafts, the hidden arts and crafts that are in this country, with the dignity and pride and respect, that I don't want to present it like, oh, our weavers are suffering, please help them. Oh, we are like, there is the livelihood is not there. Please help.
That is the narrative always, right? That the weavers are losing their livelihood, so support them. And
see, I wanted to shift that perspective because these are artists.
Yes.
These are not people who are struggling for their lives. These are artists.
Yeah.
Keeping a tradition alive for many generations.
Yes.
How are we supposed to look at them with all the dignity and all the respect? And that is exactly how I want to present them to the world whenever I get an opportunity. The inspiration for my collections always come from some deep roots, subconsciously. Okay, nothing is planned.
Okay.
Nothing. I don't plan. As an artist, I identify myself as an artist and a communicator, right? So whenever I start a collection, I don't know, subconsciously I get attracted to my life, my personal experiences, to the things that I have seen from my childhood.
Right.
I'm thankful to the universe for my small town upbringing, not from a city.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a television set or a cable connection in my home until I finished my school. So all the things that I had fun with were associated with the temple in my backyard.
Oh, okay.
So I used to attend every Therukuthu and every music festival, meaning all the native Tamil music they play and bhajans and everything, right? So my childhood was completely immersed in a very local, rural upbringing. So whenever I start to work on a collection, naturally my mind goes towards that. Also with this architecture background.
Yeah.
Right?
That's also so creative
and also with television and radio. I think everything is kind of, inside me, drawing me towards certain things.
Right.
As you mentioned, that's the reason I even told our weaver who walked with me on the ramp this time.
Yeah.
I told him that, Ayya, you have to wear a white veshti, white shirt, angavastram with a border.
I was so proud. I don't know, I'm not even associated, but it feels like, I think every Indian feels so proud when you see your Indian, in the most basic form, like true form, frankly speaking. We are not putting up a facade for the outside world, but being your true self. It was amazing to see that. And he was carrying the weave, the charkha. That was so beautiful. Yeah.
Actually, when you mentioned that I'm not even associated, right? I'm telling you, this is not my work, and I tell everyone that this is ours.
Yeah.
I am a small tool to do this, and the weaver there, he is a representative of all the weavers, arts and crafts that we have in our country. So it is all ours. So we all can feel happy about it. We all can cheer for it because it's not an individual's work.
Exactly. But that's your humility. You are creating that platform for them. I'm sure they would have never got that chance to come to London Fashion Week. They don't have those contacts and they don't have those exposure and they don't have that platform. So you are creating that, and really kudos to you.
Thank you very much. To add to that, actually, I think I was a tool, but somewhere this would have happened because, after I finished my show, I got onto the flight and then I just put a small post on LinkedIn with this picture,
Yeah.
writing about what happened, and that's it. The flight took off. When I got down, I saw that the post went viral. And one of the comments that came to that post was from UK ambassador of Nepal. And she's also a historian.
Okay.
She has written that the venue where this event happened,
Yeah.
Devonshire Square,
Okay.
this was once upon a time the fabric warehouse of East India Company.
Oh.
So she had written that, all the weaves from India might have been stored there.
Stored, yeah.
So it's a fitting tribute at the right venue is what she has written.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, this was meant to happen. A weaver being honored at this venue, right
Yeah.
at the place
Yeah.
where our weavers' work were stored
Yes.
during the East India
India
Company
Company.
days, right? So this would have happened. I am just a tool. Seriously.
That's lovely. But a great tool. Yeah, to revive that work again. Yeah, also you were honored by the British Parliament. Could you just, I know you're very humble, and if you could just tell a little about that experience and how did that happen? Yeah.
So after our Therukuthu showcase in London Fashion Week, this award was given to me in the British Parliament by World Tamil Organization.
Oh, wonderful.
So Therukuthu is the native storytelling art form of Tamil Nadu.
Yes, it's beautiful. Yeah, I saw that performance.
Yeah, so this award was given to me by World Tamil Organization in the House of Commons.
Okay.
And I was given an opportunity to speak as well. So I gave a 5-minute speech
Yeah.
again about workers' rights and how governments can help to.
It was very impactful.
Thank you very much.
So, in your garments, you use GOTS certified organic cotton, right? It is a very, very high standard for organic cotton. But for our listeners, if you could explain what GOTS organic certified is, and how does the entire process of getting this certification work from the because as far as I know, this certification is from the field to the end product,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
From the growing of cotton to the end. So yeah, if you could just take us through from a farm to then the weaver, then to the actual end product. Yeah.
So GOTS is the certification.
Yes.
A global organic textile standards. Yes, it is the minute it is certified, it gets expensive, so the cost
Yeah.
of production becomes expensive. All these things are business.
Yes.
Right? I procure my fabric from this organization called 5P Ventures
Okay.
in Chennimalai.
Okay.
So they nurture a group of weavers in a beautiful, beautiful weaving studio.
Wow.
Anytime anybody who's watching this is going to Tamil Nadu, to the Erode belt,
Yeah.
please visit their Chennimalai weaving studio.
Okay.
It is the green certified building,
Ah.
inside a green certified building, and weavers having fun. They have a community canteen where food is being provided.
Lovely.
And their the working hours are very strictly followed. They are not made to toil for longer
Exactly.
hours and things like that. So the certification is brought to all the fabrics that I procure from them by the organization.
Okay.
5P Ventures.
Right.
So they take care of, from the farm to
Yeah.
the end product. Also, they take care of the weavers.
Oh, lovely.
So I procure my fabric from them, and they procure the certification for me.
Okay.
And from there, the journey starts
Very
from my
nice.
end.
Wonderful. But yeah, that's so nice that you're taking that effort to make sure that the entire supply chain is fair trade and taken care of.
When you're working with such small clusters, right? Not in an industrial scale,
Right.
with small clusters,
Yeah.
they are still have their own ways of doing business, right?
True,
I'm not saying that they are not genuine.
Yeah. But they also have to adapt.
They have been trained this way, and
Yes.
that's how they have evolved to be.
Correct,
Right?
correct.
So when we are going to such small clusters, it is always a struggle to find out the better sustainable ways of doing it.
Correct.
You may not get 100% sustainable way of doing certain things.
True.
But you have to weigh, like, okay, this guy is doing this vendor is doing this. Which one is better?
Yes.
Is where otherwise you will have to abort the whole exercise of doing this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's a lot of decision making. It's a lot of weighing which is better.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, if somebody says that we are 100% sustainable, then it is like,
I totally agree with you.
It's a
Yeah.
journey that you undertake.
Yes.
And there is also cost. There is also travel involved. There is
Yeah.
also sampling involved. There are a lot of things.
Absolutely.
There is a lot of back and forth that happen. And that back and forth also involves your carbon footprint.
Yes.
How much of courier is coming
Yeah,
from
exactly,
your
yeah.
right?
True.
How much of goods are being sent from your supplier to you
Yes.
for just approvals?
Yes.
Is it better to get those goods to your place to approve, or is it better that one person going there and approving? You will have to weigh that also,
Yeah, true.
right? It's a
Yes,
lot of
so
things.
intricate and yeah.
It's a lot. That's what I said. There is no straightforward way of saying that I'm checking organic cotton, organic dyes, this. So I am a sustainable brand.
I know, but yeah, true. Exactly.
It's not packaging and so I am a sustainable brand. There are a lot of inner details
Absolutely.
that needs decision making, which purely comes under the weightage of which is better,
Exactly.
not 100%.
So well said. Really appreciate it.
That's the
Appreciate
reality.
that honesty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree, because when I this what I'm wearing is also from Gujarat, from Kutch. I visited those artisans through
Lovely.
a trip. So yeah, they too, like many of them started using like these chemical dyes instead of the original, because they were saying it takes a lot of time and people don't have the patience who place the order. They want it very right, like there is some flaws in this during block printing, they don't want that. So yeah, there's so much of practical difficulty as well. And as you said, you're right, it is very nuanced. You can't really call anybody sustainable in this world at
Yes.
this stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, see, if you ask me, if I am visiting a place, okay, and there is a group of traditional artisans who are doing something which is not made out of sustainable dyes,
Yeah.
or which is not made out of 100% sustainable fabric, but because of me buying that piece,
Yeah.
if that artisans are going to benefit,
Exactly.
or would I buy from a brand which is using only organic cotton and which is using only organic dyes, which is doing this? If you ask me which one I would go with, I would definitely go with the artisanal side, because here I am paying them directly,
Yeah.
and they are benefiting out of it.
Correct.
There is a human, it's not just about earth, it's also about the people who are
Yeah.
standing on this earth and
Right.
people who are making it, right?
Right.
If you ask me as a person, honestly, I would go with the directly buying from the artisans. I don't care if it is sustainable or not sustainable,
Yeah.
but they are keeping the craft alive
Yes.
in their own cottage
Yeah.
industry,
In the small,
in the small setup in their village,
Yeah.
and whatever I am paying will help them eat for a month.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So at that point, that's what I'm saying. No, you have to give a lot of weightage to many things when you make decisions.
Yes. Yes.
Whether you want to do this in a proper, by the rule book, 100% sustainable way,
Yeah.
or you want to do this in a middle ground where the people get benefited.
Exactly.
That is the dilemma I come across very often
Yeah.
as a brand.
And I think these people, these artisans, they are willing to do those organic dyes if we are willing to buy.
Exactly.
So they were saying that it takes 3-4 days for them to make those dyes out of whatever, like turmeric or shoe flower or whatever, beetroot and everything. But it is a time intensive process. If the consumer is ready to pay them for that, they are willing to do it, because they also want to revive their grandparents, all their older generation knowledge of
Correct.
making these dyes. So yeah.
Say for example, again, when we speak about our Bhavani Jamakkalam bags,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
I told you, they were like, it was super difficult for us to find somebody who is doing the dyeing part in the olden ways.
Correct,
It
yeah.
took 3 months for us. We had to send the yarn to one vendor after another vendor around the Erode belt to find out who is doing it the right way.
Right.
And the whole research and development process of making this textile into a premium handbag took 1 full year.
Wow.
And we were ready to wait.
That's a long time.
But if it was a commercial brand,
Yes, they wouldn't have had that patience. And it is a lot of cost on you as well, because 1 year of,
Yeah.
it is a lot of an expense.
and a lot of travel, me personally
Exactly.
going there, going
Yeah.
around, meeting every vendor. One of the vendors said what I told you, like,
Yeah.
I can give you the bill, you can use it to
Yes.
showcase as this is organic. So such people also exist.
Also exist.
But finding out the genuine people, it all
Yeah.
takes, unless you have a heart and passion to do this, no?
True.
Then it becomes, so the minute fashion becomes a corporate thing,
Yes.
it's when fashion becomes something that's only about numbers,
Yeah.
that is when we are losing many things.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Yeah. And you also are an author. And in your book, What is Sustainable Fashion? You have also a section called Fashion Violence. That is quite a strong word. But yeah, if you could just take us through what do you mean? Like briefly, of course, people should buy the book and read it. But yeah, if you could briefly take us through what do you mean by fashion violence?
See, in the name of fashion, the clothes that we wear, we don't think much.
Yeah.
All we want to wear are
Is
new
look
clothes,
good and,
new
yeah.
clothes, and flaunt about it.
Yes.
But there are a lot of resources that are being taken for granted. Not just taken for granted. I am calling it violence because it is just being exploited left, right, and center.
Yes.
Say, for example, for all the cotton that we are using, the regular cotton that we are using, the amount of pesticides and insecticides that
Yeah.
are being thrown on the soil,
Absolutely.
birds are eating them and dying every day.
Yeah.
Farmers are consuming those fumes of chemicals every day and they are dying of lung cancer. Okay, there are death involved, right? And water we are polluting. We are so blessed that we have our own mineral water to consume.
Absolutely.
But there are people living in these industrial cities where they consume this toxic, chemical, colorful water for drinking, bathing, and for everyday use.
Yeah.
And they are also affected by health, and then their lives are gone. And of course, the human aspect.
Yes, exactly.
People are like, what happened in Rana Plaza?
Oh, yes.
A 5-story building just collapsed. You think it collapsed on just one day?
No.
No. The building was damaged for quite some time.
Yeah.
The person who was the owner didn't want to repair it. He still wanted to continue running the
Working.
business.
Yeah.
And suddenly one day it collapsed and many people died. So
Absolutely.
when death of beings on this earth is involved, isn't it violence?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is exactly why I called it as fashion violence. And why is this violence happening? For what cause?
Yeah.
The cause is our clothes.
True.
You think it's meaningful?
Not at all. Yeah, exactly.
All the lives lost for the sake of our own, happiness of just that we get by. It's a superficial happiness, I would say.
Very superficial. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Very true. That's nice. I think everyone should buy that book and read it. I think there are 3 sections, right? If you could just tell a little about the book.
So one is about the facts, the numbers, what is happening in terms of fashion and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
The other one is about introspection.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing? Where have we lost our olden ways of living? And what are we doing in the name of fashion? Just like a checklist for ourselves to check on, introspect and find out what are we doing in the name of fashion.
True.
And the third part is call to action.
Okay. Lovely.
It says what can we do as end customers.
That's nice. So
right?
you've given the solutions as well.
Yeah, these are simple solutions. These
yeah.
are not even some new inventions. These are just
Yeah.
what we used to be earlier.
True.
That's it. If we just go back 10 years ago, we'll be fine.
Exactly.
But it is just that, I don't know, the priorities,
Yeah.
everything is becoming more and more materialistic and superficial.
Very
People
true.
are judged by the clothes that they wear.
Yeah.
And there are icons who wore the same clothes every day. Mahatma Gandhi wore the same white and white linen cloth every day. Mother Teresa wore the same white attire every day. They are still considered great, but still
Exactly.
we don't want to repeat our
And even
clothes.
in the tech world, I think
Steve
Jobs used to wear black all the time.
A black and a blue denim.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't he great? So we need to look at these examples and understand that what we wear outside, okay, it makes us feel good.
Good.
It gives a perception of others and everything. But that alone doesn't desire who we are, doesn't decide who we are.
I know. And if we have one attire suitable for a certain occasion, I think that should be enough. Like, of course, it's my personal opinion, but yeah.
Also, if somebody is judging you in your circle with what you wear, do you really need them in your circle?
True, exactly.
Right?
Yes. So yeah, one of the questions we had received from a viewer on a previous YouTube video,
Okay.
which was on sustainable fashion. So I would like to get your opinion, as you are one of the experts in this, industry. So this viewer has a fashion brand. She says, and I quote, "I would like to understand how you tackle the pain point of the stitching costs that are involved. Obviously, when you work on a single versus bulk, there is a variation in the pricing for stitching."
Everything has a MOQ. Unfortunately,
Okay.
to be very transparent with you, fashion is a quantity based business.
Okay.
Okay, the more your quantities are,
Huh.
the cost of production is going to go low.
Yes.
And it is you need muscle power to sustain and run this business. That is why corporate giants sustain
Yeah.
and independent brands wither out.
Correct.
You need to have that grit at least
Yes.
to keep on pushing your boundaries to go forward.
Yeah.
Especially when you are a sustainable brand and when you are paying everyone their fair
Fairly.
wages, and when you are using organic everywhere, certified organic everywhere.
Yeah.
And when you add up all these elements to your brand, right, the cost of production is extremely high. Stitching, yes, of course, you're paying your tailors the fair wages and you're
Yeah.
asking for minimum number of pieces.
Right.
It is high.
Exactly.
How you tackle, we have to price it high, and so naturally a sustainable brand becomes a premium brand. But what I tell the end customer is that, in the place of buying 10 t-shirts, buy one t-shirt.
Exactly.
Do you really need those 10 t-shirts?
Yeah.
How many times are you going to wear it? Anyway, those 10 t-shirts, after you wash 5 times, it's going to go like this.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's more of educating people to get back to their olden ways,
Yeah.
to preserve what they have, to take care of the clothes that they already have.
That's
But
right.
production cost is definitely a problem.
Yeah.
And not just stitching, every single aspect
Yeah,
of making
I think even
clothes.
fabric, right? Where
Even
you have to
fabric
source
and
fabric.
coloring,
Yeah.
printing, or packaging, everything goes higher when you go sustainable.
Yeah.
That is the reality. And so obviously your brand is becoming a premium brand.
Exactly.
In that case, what we need to focus is on the storytelling part
Yeah.
and giving the perception of premium. So they are going to pay some $5,000 for something. So how does that product of $5,000 should look like?
Okay.
How should be the packaging of that $5,000 product look like? How should be the branding of that brand look like? How should be the social media of that brand look like?
Yeah.
So everything, so you have automatically gone to the premium segment.
Yeah.
You might as well become a premium brand.
Exactly. Yeah. People don't mind paying for all those, fancy luxury brands.
Exactly.
In fact, they save money and sometimes take loan and, buy things from there.
Exactly.
So-
So your target segment itself changes,
True.
right? Target the right segment
Correct.
and address that segment
Yeah.
and see what they like. Because anyway, the production cost is high,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it becomes a management lesson here.
Yes.
Right? Do the branding properly, do the positioning properly, do the pricing properly.
That's right.
And when it becomes a premium or luxury brand, the perception is very important.
Yeah.
What are the colors? What are the brand colors that you are using? I'm not talking about garment colors. The brand colors. What is the font that you are using?
Yeah.
How is your website looking?
Yeah.
Where is your point of sales?
Exactly.
If you are a premium brand and if we are selling in, small marketplaces,
It won't get. In
you
fact,
won't sell.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is the thing.
Yes.
So where are you supposed to position yourself? What is going to be your point of sales? So you need to think in these angles.
Yeah.
Come to terms that it is a premium brand first.
Yes.
It is going to be a premium brand because the
Yeah.
cost is high,
High. Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And you are not a conglomerate.
Yes.
You are a small brand.
And you're a slow fashion. You're not like,
You will not be, the stars will not be kind enough to wear your clothes for free.
True.
You will not get influencers coming and offering you free service because you are
Yes.
doing everything organic.
Yeah.
Those things are not going to happen. Come to
Exactly.
terms with it, because you get frustrated when these things happen.
Yes.
Oh, I am not able to afford these
Yeah.
people. I wish they wore my clothes. These things in this commercial current world, these things won't happen. Come to terms with it.
True.
Find out. I think only when there is crisis and
Yeah.
challenge like this, right? You
Yes.
get super creative.
Yeah.
And I have, like, I keep telling everyone that, my viewers are my influencers.
Yes.
I will show them in a dignified
That's
manner.
lovely. I really like your approach. Yeah.
So I don't hire influencers. If some influencer is willing to wear my garments, I'm more than happy.
yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I don't go and tell them and pay them to make them wear my clothes.
Yes.
Because I would happily give that money to my weaver. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. That'll make their life.
That'll make their life.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So just for a 5-minute appearance, paying someone so much, my inner conscience doesn't
Yes.
really accept to it.
True.
So running a sustainable business is very, very challenging, especially in current materialistic world.
Yeah.
It is challenging.
Yes.
We have to come up with smart solutions.
Yeah.
And stitching cost is going to be high. Every cost is going to be
Be
high.
high. Yeah. True.
Position your brand where it belongs.
Yeah.
And adhere to that target audience. See where they are buying things from.
True.
See what kind of publications that they watch or read, or
Yes, yes.
which malls do they go to,
Yeah.
and be present there,
True.
right? You need to be a little more observant.
Strategic.
It's not going to happen overnight.
Exactly.
Any business, minimum 5 years, it's
yeah.
going to be a struggle period.
Struggle period. Yeah.
But yeah, these are the challenges. I agree. I
Wonderful.
totally empathize with her.
I know. that was a master class here for all the upcoming sustainable brands. Lovely. So I've started a new round. It's called a rapid adaptation of a rapid fire. But it's called conscious quick takes. So like you can take time to think, but it should be like a short answer.
Okay.
Okay. So first is, what are your thoughts about Prada and the Kolhapuri Chappal controversy?
Hey, give us credits, man.
I know.
The minute our heritage craft
Yeah.
was on your mood board, you should have thought about giving us credits.
Lovely. Very nice. There is a lot of greenwashing happening as the term sustainability has started to gain attention. Which terms in the fashion industry are a red flag indicating greenwashing?
Oh, by the way, sustainability is not a buzzword now.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
fashion has moved to AI.
Oh, AI.
Yeah, AI
Okay.
in fashion. So that's the buzzword. We are using AI. We are using, people use many buzzwords.
Yeah.
But as end customers,
Yeah.
we need to be aware of what we are buying.
Right.
So dig deep and find out what's happening inside.
Yes, that urge. Why is that urge coming to buy so many?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful answer. For someone listening right now who's inspired, but maybe they can't afford sustainable fashion, or they don't know how to verify the sustainability claims, or they live somewhere without access to any artisanal brands, then how can they support the sustainable fashion movement?
Very simple. Just look at your wardrobe and make use of every piece that is there.
Yeah.
Take care of them.
Yeah.
And sustain it for longer number of years.
True.
That would do.
Yeah. So
That-
if they buy from anywhere, just take care of your clothes and use it as much as you can.
Buy from anywhere.
Yeah.
But mend them.
Yes, exactly.
Mend them. Make use of them. Use them left, right, center before you throw them into the garbage, please.
Absolutely. Lovely. So what do you think about second-hand clothing? The market for thrifted clothes is on the rise.
I would really support that market.
Yeah.
Because you're giving life to the clothes,
Yeah.
which are not in a bad shape. They are all
Yeah.
still good.
True.
Someone had the heart to throw them away.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So I am in support of second hand.
Yes.
And again, in the second hand market now, there is segmentation that has arisen.
Yeah.
Like super brands and this and that. Wherever your budget is there,
Yeah.
please go and buy second hand. There is
Right.
nothing wrong. You need not even go to a thrift store.
Exactly.
Just go to your cousins.
Oh, yeah, true.
Open your mom's or grandmother's wardrobe. There you have a treasure,
Yes,
right?
yes. So, like last visit to home, me and my sister we exchanged a lot of clothes. So what I don't like, I gave it to her. What she doesn't like, she gave it to me.
Perfect.
So that's a good thrifting, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So, which part of your lifestyle do you find it a struggle to be sustainable? I just want people to know that, sustainability, as you very much mentioned, is not 100%. It is not perfect. It is an imperfect journey. We are all, trying to find our way. And I want to let them know ki whichever area, which is practical and feasible for them. So, yeah, what is
The biggest struggle for me is the packaging that every item in this world comes with.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Everything. I think the packaging industry needs some major sustainability
Yes.
revival or something,
Yes, true.
See, somewhere this material called plastic has become so intertwined in our and
yeah.
it's a very versatile material.
Yeah.
It's very useful.
Yeah.
They even make medical parts and put it inside your body.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's so difficult to get rid of that.
Yeah.
These packaging that comes with every product I buy is the
That is a struggle.
problem.
Same.
Yeah, that's a struggle. Yeah.
Exactly. Be it food or be it anything.
Anything.
Anything you buy, it comes with so much of packaging.
Yeah.
So it was so wonderful talking to you, Vino. You're doing such amazing work.
Thank
I'm
you.
very inspired by your work, and please keep doing what you do. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and your work. I hope this has inspired many more people to be practically sustainable.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was good fun talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.